voice of Indonesia.
Time that I've been waiting for, that we've been waiting for. Actually, we are going to have our special interview on World Cancer Day. So actually, we already have Dr. Hayatun Nufus, a specialist doctor for internists and also cancer specialists. And of course, we also have Ibu Dede Gracia.
Yes.
Yes, Ibu Dede Gracia here.
Sorry.
Yes, and from the chairwoman of Lovepink.
Yes.
Lovepink. Okay, it's a cancer survival.
Yes.
Woman for organization.
Yes.
Okay then. All right then. Well, listener, I think we will start from Dr. Hayatun. Hello, doctor.
Yes. Hello. How are you?
How are you, doctor? I'm pretty good, thank you. So, doctor, actually, what are the biggest challenges in cancer care in Indonesia, and what can we learn from this experience for other countries?
Oh, yes. Thank you. Well, as a medical oncologist, we are all aware of the major challenges in cancer care in Indonesia. I guess one of the biggest challenges is limited access to adequate health facilities and services, especially in remote areas. Well, as we know, many of cancer patients, they often come with late diagnostic or locally advanced tumor size, and it makes the difficulty in treatment and also prognosis is very bad. So I guess we have to endorse the importance of early detection. Besides that, I guess economic factors also play a major role. As you know, cancer treatment costs are very high. I think that's one of the biggest challenges.
That's the biggest challenges. Yes, indeed. It's for all country because the treatment for the cancer, right, and therapy and everything. And I've heard also, Ibu Dede Gracia, you are one of the survival of cancer.
Yes.
So can you explain to us exactly the steps that the first time you know that you got cancer, then what is the first thing you do when you find out about that, and what kinds of care that you had at the first place?
Okay. Thank you. So actually, the first time I've diagnosed by cancer is in 2010, and what I'm firstly doing is doing the USG
treatment. Okay.
Ultrasound, but luckily that is still early stage, so that's why I don't really have to go through the treatment more than like do a chemo and kind of things.
Oh, okay.
But at the moment, since I'm in a Lovepink, which 99% our team is a survivor. Yeah. Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah. So mostly they will do like come to the doctors, see the oncologist, and then they will explain about what step of the treatment that they have to do. Like usually is chemotherapy and radiation. It's depend on, I think the doctor also knows that this depend on what kind of cancer, breast cancer especially for Lovepink, they what kind of stage that they have it.
Okay. So, doctor, exactly, there are so many kinds of cancer, right, in this world, starting from breast cancers, and then there's also brain cancer, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right, doctor? And how exactly do we know the exact symptoms that if someone have a cancer? What's the cause of cancer itself? Is it food that we eat every day, or air conditioner, or anything?
Oh, okay. Well, actually, the cancer itself we can classify as two major, hematologic malignancy or solid tumors. I guess that we are focusing here on solid tumors. Solid tumors itself can arise from all of organs in our bodies, such as breast, colorectal, lung, brain, kidney, also liver, and soft tissue, and bones. So the cancer itself begins as a genetic mutation in our cells. The exact cause, it can be inherited. We have a genetic tendency to have a cancer, or also it could be sporadic. Sporadic. It means that it can show up by itself on the individuals. For genetic side, mostly arise from the childhood. In childhood, like we can find mostly leukemia, retinoblastoma, but for adulthood, mostly influenced by environmental factors.
Oh, okay.
Beside also, they have a genetic tendency to have a cancer. Well, it is very difficult though to detect cancer at the very, very early or pre. It's very difficult, of course. That's why we suggest the early detection by the clinic by raising awareness of people, like doing dari or self breast examination, as we know, and also pap smear once a year for women who already have a sexual intercourse, and also we suggest men to check routine about the prostate, like checking PSA, like that. So those examinations are effective to screen very, very early symptoms or sign for the cancer. The principle is if we know the cancer at the very early stages, then the prognosis is good.
Okay, so that's depends. We have to do the checkup, perhaps like yearly, maybe, yeah? So we can find out whether we have cancers or not, or any kinds of cancers. And of course, technology here. We're talking about technology and also the international cooperation that we have right now, Doctor, that built so many kinds of technology to heal cancer, right? And how is it important to Indonesia of this international cooperation in technological development to cure cancer?
Oh, yes. In my opinion, international collaboration is very crucial in improving cancer care. As we know, we are still in developing countries like Indonesia. The world of cancer, medicine, and research continues to evolve rapidly, and much of the progress is thanks to collaboration between countries. Well, to chasing those research, those innovation in technology and also treatment, then we have to be open to the outside, yeah. And also, this technology is very expensive. This medicine also is very expensive. I think we have to do like international collaboration. Particularly, we aim to knowledge and technology transfer, and also access to innovative drugs and therapies, and joint research. At the point number 2 that I meant about the access to innovative drugs and therapies, we are now in the era of personalized medicine and the era of many drugs, not just chemo drugs. but targeted treatment, immunotherapy, and so on that is aim to minimize the side effect of the patient who receive the cancer treatments. I think it's very important to do international collaboration, and it's all pioneered by government or maybe by private sectors.
Okay, now Bu Dede, earlier you said that the treatment is very expensive
Yeah.
using sophisticated technology. Is it?
Yeah.
Don't answer that first. I have a question for you because we'll be right back after this one wonderful song. Welcome back again, voice listener and also voice listener around the world. And of course, welcome back again, Ibu Hayatun and also Ibu Dede. And of course, we are going to ask Ibu Dede earlier about the treatment that she has because she told me earlier during the break that the treatment that she has actually not exactly completed because you are on the early stage of cancer. Can you tell us a little bit about that one?
Yeah, at that time it's because it's very early. It's not even like 1 centimeter, so
okay.
it's very very little. So that's why the doctors say like you better maintain the way you eat. So like eat healthy, and then as myself I do like self-healing. Besides that, every 6 months I'm doing check breast
Medical
yeah,
checkup.
for the USG and mammo once a year. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, luckily, praise the Lord that until now it's still safe. And yeah, but then a lot of my friends in Lovepink doing kind of treatments that the doctors say.
So you just like the song that actually your guys are fighting the world
Yeah.
together to fight, not fighting the world, but fight breast cancer.
Right, breast cancer.
Okay, wow, it's really awesome. And of course, Ibu Hayatun, so doctor, exactly the steps that should government take to ensure the equal access to cancer care, especially for vulnerable groups and also in resource limited countries like Indonesia itself. The treatment, if you got cancer on the middle and also the last stage, like one of your colleagues does, definitely it's not cheap. You said also earlier that the treatment is very expensive. So how do you think about this? So all the people who got breast cancer, but they don't have so many fun to do the treatment can also have it.
Okay. Well, thank you. Well, first of all, I just want to mention that my support always for Dede and also for all the survivor and all over the countries. Well, it's very disaster once someone diagnosed as a cancer. They will fall into the deepest hole all over. The family also impacted. The cancer is sophisticated disease and it's a burden for our country itself. What we can do is, besides the raising public awareness to screen or detect cancer at the earliest stage, for them who already had local advanced or advanced cancer, they still can have the treatment. The best that we can do, for example, we still provide the surgical or chemotherapy or radiation. They still can get those treatments. And now we have JKN or National Health Coverage that already fulfill the patient needs to the treatment. However, we have a major task to distribute it equally in all of the countries. The the vulnerable groups that maybe they cannot get easily. They cannot get the access easily to hospital that provide complete diagnostic tools, treatments. That is one of vulnerable groups that we have to do something for them. And also, we have to provide health infrastructure improvement, like healthcare facilities, and also the man resource that can use that health facilities, the doctors who can manage the cancer from diagnostic to treatment. We have to think about that. So I think the government needs to. The government already do those steps on the health transformation that is our Minister of Health conduct right now.
Well, we were talking about that, and Dr. Hayatun also said earlier that some hospital, some not all hospital, provide the treatment that needed for cancer. And as a person who has an experience, is it hard to find a hospital that provides treatment for cancer?
In some area, like remote area, yes, we still have a challenge on that, because sometimes, like they have the equipment, they have the specialists, the doctors, but then sometimes they don't have the person who come because they're afraid of that stigma things. Yeah, and then they have a area that have the equipment, but there is no manpower on it, the professional. So the equipment is just stay there. So yes, in some like PET scan things, we only have several here in Indonesia.
In Indonesia.
Yeah? But then yes, the health ministry added some of diagnostic equipment already. So we are trying to help them, the government, by doing the campaign, the campaign for early detection, because the USG, the ultrasound, is the early step of diagnostic. If you have something like unusual in your breast, so you better check.
Okay.
So then,
like a little bump.
Yeah. So
when you're holding it or you take a shower.
Yeah, usually we call it sadari, periksa payudara sendiri, so self-check. So every 1 month after your menstruation. So that's going to be a habit, supposed to be. And by then, if you have something is not right, then you just go to the clinic. Because I think some of clinic already get that. But then, yeah, some hospitals, of course, they have like a high rate for checkup.
High rate,
yeah.
yes.
So that's what Lovepink doing. We have like free breast check for prevention. Yeah. So of course we try to find a donation to get this free USG
treatment
for breast for underprivileged.
Oh, so this is one of the programs from Lovepink that actually helped the government, right, doctor? Because this kinds of organization, I believe there is not only Lovepink that has organization to grab all the women who has the same experience to embrace them into your organization and then help them, not only embrace but also help them up until they were feeling better.
In fact, it's last year, since the Ministry of Health giving the Indonesia International Cancer Conference on October 2024. So we have like gathered in some organizations and also the community with advocacy forum of breast cancer Indonesia, a special for breast cancer. But the inside of the community itself, we have like cancer care, like doing for cancer, patient cancer treatment.
Oh, okay.
And then they do like palliative things. So it's not only breast cancer, but also child cancer. And then we gathered to apa?
You begin to embrace other kinds of cancers experience that has the same experience, like lung cancer or leukemia.
In this forum advocacy, we only have like for child cancer, and then the palliative and breast cancer also, especially because breast cancer is now #1 killer in Indonesia for women. Yeah, so for women cancer. So that's why we really want to do like a cancer plan for helping government to reduce the cancer with
the stigma.
advanced stage. Yeah.
Okay, so that's to reducing the stigma. I already want to ask you that, but you already answered that one. So, okay, and the steps are definitely already clear, doctor, right? And what exactly your hopes in the future? Because right now, I think the Indonesian Ministry of Health Affairs are actually doing so many things, especially for cancers treatment.
Yes. Well, thank you. I think that's Ms. Dede already answered everything. Well, my hope is that we will get at the one point that we will reach the no longer the cancer influenced by stigma, by social status, by geography or economic limitation. All people can access the cancer, the diagnostic and treatment for freely for everybody. Yeah, and also what I hope is, I think now is the time to know the unmet needs of the patient. What are exactly they need? We already faced the 3 years of close care gap, the cancer, World Cancer Day theme in the past 3 years, right? And now this year is begin with united by unique.
Yeah.
It means that everyone has its own purpose on treatment, on finding the treatment for themselves and the family and the caregiver. I think we have to provide them with a clear-cut question, clear-cut what exactly they need. And by that time, we can do some steps to elaborate everything. And also, my appraise is for every non-profit organization like Lovepink and else. They can provide impact for the patient. They can influence patient or people to raise the awareness of cancer, because we cannot fight the cancer alone. I think it's very important to like proper social media to raise awareness of cancer, and please just give them very very correct information about cancer and not just a myth. I think that's my hope.
Thank you.
Cancer.
Thank you, doctor. And what exactly is the survival hopes in the future so they can have a better treatment, especially in promoting, as the doctor says, did you also do some promotion and also campaign to survival to the patient who has early detections, to have an early detections cancer earlier? You already did that. And where did they have to go to? What kinds of hospital did they have to go? Is it so clear and all the information is really clear from you? Or how do you exactly know if they are affected?
Okay. First of all, about the support what Lovepink did actually, we do preventive by USG. So we encourage them to come to the hospital, and we also have a breast fan that we come to your place. So you will not. Sometimes they are afraid to come to the hospital.
Yeah.
So that's why one of our program that I said, it's gerakan 10.000 USG gratis, or free breast check. And then we come to your place, and then we have the radiolog also, doc, and the van itself have a ultrasound.
Oh.
And then they can check there. If there's the result that have to be continued to the next treatment, usually we will tell them. We don't have patient navigation yet,
Okay.
but then there is some community that help them to do that. But we just tell them, okay, you have to come to here, and if you don't have the insurance, national health,
national
then you
healthcare.
have to plan to do that first, because we know that it's not easy, And then once you go to the treatment, you have to do it until finish. Don't stop in the middle, because that's going to be worse, doctor, I think we all know once you do the treatment, you have to totally. And then we also have, it's not only education about how important the early detection is, but we also have a moral support for them that, continue with the stigma itself, that it can be cured. It's okay, And then with the development of the technology, that now, as we know, we already have like mammograms, 3D.
Okay.
It's not really painful, and then even for the radiation itself, we also have the technology that not make your skin
Wrinkled or
usually
peeled.
it's like become less less painful.
Oh, okay, less
Yeah.
painful and less effect maybe.
And less usually you break the skin itself.
Yes.
That's less that, and then
Side effects.
The side effects.
And also for the oral, doctor, now we have oral chemo also.
Oh, okay.
So that's the technology that we already have here in Indonesia. But of course, we are the survival. We hope improving healthcare facility throughout Indonesia, like Dr. Hayatun also mentioned. It's very important that government plans to improve the facility by giving some equipment to help diagnostics on cancer, such as mammo, CT scan, and PET scan. That's also a good, they already plan it. And then developing health technology through AI. That's what the ministry mentioned. And increasing access of treatment more affordable.
Okay. Well, ladies, it's been a pleasure for me to be able to talk to you about the new insight about cancer treatment technology that we have right now here in Indonesia to treat cancer itself. But I think it's time for us to go right now to say goodbye. Maybe next time we will see you again in another and wonderful, great, and definitely, of course, any kinds of disease that you have, love from and also support from your family is the most important thing, because you can beat anything with love, just like what one of Indonesian project pop was told you about. Beat with love or kalahkan dengan cinta. I'll see you again next week. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Voice of Indonesia.